January 13th, French Conversation Circle. How do we felt it went?
Right.
Holly.
I think it went alright. We only had one person though.
Two.
Oh right, there's that girl. Yeah. I think maybe we should have had vocabulary already prepared because that felt kind of time consuming. Sunny, what you would like to do?
I thought since there was no francophones there other than us, that we shouldn't have spent so much time on English. Just because I felt like the people were like, aren't we supposed to be here for French?
Yeah.
So, yeah, other than that though, I thought it went pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lyle?
Well, before we went to the meeting, we decided that we were going to adapt to the people who showed up. We said if French people showed up, we'd speak French. If English people showed up, we'd speak English, but we didn't. We spoke English, and I'm sure those people were like, why am I here? I want to speak French. So that was them. And yeah, more like the vocabulary should have been made up. And I don't know about your group, but our group got kind of awkward talking about Disney movies for 20 minutes. So yeah, a little more preparation.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I really like the way that little group, but when we have a team, we don't have to, like the team was like Disney movie, but if you want to talk about movies in general, then you're good to go. Yeah. Like in our group, we ended up talking about TV show at the end, just because we decided to talk. And I really liked the little, but I agree, like maybe the English part was a bit long, but at the same time, an hour and a half of French, if you just get ready for 35 minutes, it's so long.
You just turn everything that you did in English, that you had prepared for English, into French.
It's not that easy, because talking in general, and then after saying, oh no, we're gonna go it easily, then you cannot say it. We cannot ask people.
Prepare for an hour and a half then.
That's a long time. Like, you can help us if you want to, but it's not that easy.
My job.
Sean, how do you feel the Conversation Circle went today?
Bon, à la demande de Brandon, on va le faire en français. Ça a été bien. D'une partie pour l'anglais, c'est sûr que je comprends un peu Lyle qu'il soit frustré qu'on aurait dû faire plus de français. Mais en même temps, on a eu tellement de difficultés à avoir une vraie conversation en français pendant les 15-20 minutes qu'on a fait. À peu près?
Une demi-heure.
Une demi-heure? Ouais, ça a été pas mal long. Bon, it's small, I agree. It's real for a fact we maybe do more French, but you know, in the sense we have difficulty to do half an hour in French, me and my group. I don't know what we're gonna do if you do 15 minutes more.
More activities.
Just... Hi.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah, there's things we could have improved on, but I think overall we improved since previous weeks, and I think it went pretty well overall. Yeah, we had 2 people, which is 2 more than last week, and
infinitely more actually.
Yeah.
And
0 to 2.
Yeah,
We can double that next time. With 4, and the next time 8, and then
so yeah,
it doubles over time. Will be good.
Yeah, so I think overall it went pretty well.
Brandon, how do you feel it went?
In French.
In French?
Was there anything that you would improve on?
Overall, it was okay. I feel that we didn't exactly meet the expectations of what we were saying about it. Pretty much because, like, I have the opposite statement of everybody else. I don't think we met the English requirements for it, because even though that there weren't any other francophones there, it's a French-English conversation circle, so we have to match the times for both of them. So we can't cut one short just because there's a lot of English-speaking people there. We have to make them equal on each front.
Why though? Why would we talk to like that guy? Those people aren't gonna come again.
If we have pre-prepared,
they won't come again because they don't want to speak English.
But if we have pre-prepared stuff, like the vocabulary for French and that, we don't have to waste any time. We can go directly into the French conversation stuff.
And we want to make a place where we can share, and in French, we're not ready to share yet.
I'm still saying those people aren't gonna come again.
They might.
They might
We didn't have a good
next
time.
week. We'll see next week.
They didn't have a good time.
But at the same time, we are 19 and they're like 30 and over. Like,
They're not 30 and over.
No, but I mean,
They're
older. They're not exactly as us. Maybe they came to have, we are there to have a good time and learn French. Maybe they were there to have really a class and grammar and everything. We don't know that
more
yet.
Serious. There was too much non-seriousness.
I think so too, yeah.
Sonia.
J'ai trouvé que ça a bien été. C'était un petit peu long. Pour les groupes, je ferais plus de questions, comme plus. Si on avait une question générale, quel est ton film préféré? Mais j'aurais posé plus de questions avec c'est quoi la définition de ça en anglais. Je suis vraiment fière d'avoir 2 personnes. Malheureusement, je pense qu'ils sont vraiment emmerdés au début parce que c'était en anglais. Mais on peut améliorer là-dessus, c'est ça.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, like, because I know that last week when we planned it, we decided we thought, well, what if no francophones show up? Because there are obviously less francophones than anglophones, and we still decided to try with the English part because we thought that'd be a way for just for people to open up more easily if it's in their mother tongue. So yeah, obviously it was a bit too long. We should have cut it shorter, but at the time we thought that it would be better for people to just have, like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes where they could just like get in the conversation and not feel awkward about talking, and then try talking in French. So yeah, okay, we can cut it shorter for next time.
But
if
we
people
did. We
okay,
just
wait.
did.
Sorry?
The topic wasn't good enough either.
Okay. Okay. I'm not done.
Wrong.
Please. No, that's not all you meant to say, but so that was for the English part. So yeah, okay. Well, we tried and it didn't work as well, so we'll cut it for next time. If still no francophones come, yeah, we can cut it. We just thought at the time that it would be a good idea. Maybe it's not. I don't know. For preparation, yeah, for sure. More preparation. We also thought that including people in the vocabulary would make them more interested, so that's why we did it the way we did. Because at the beginning we wanted to come up with a list, but then we were like, yeah, but what if, I don't know, what if it's not what people want to say? What if conversations digress? So we thought that maybe with more minds, we'd come up with better vocabulary better suited for what people wanted to talk about. Again, maybe it wasn't the right thing, so we'll change it. We'll make a list for next time, and we'll come more prepared. And yeah, for sure, we should have been more prepared. I guess the thing was, at least for me, I didn't really know what to expect because we've only had one conversation circle so far. So I really didn't know what leading a conversation circle would mean. So for next time, for sure, now I'll know, and now I'll know what we need to work on.
I think that for like the vocabulary, I think like you can make a list, but then people can add to it.
Okay, yeah.
Just so that like they have like an idea of where the list is going, and then if they like want to know other words, they can add to it. Just so that like there's a starting point for it.
Especially if we do the small French groups like we did with this.
Yeah.
We got together in small groups. It's easier to ask about vocabulary. Like in our group with Jean, we were asking him all kinds of questions about what this was in French and what that was in French, just because it wasn't on the vocabulary list.
What we can do for the topic, just everyone can make 1 or 2 topics they want to do, and we can just choose on it.
Yeah, some
Okay.
ideas.
Okay, yeah, but the topic, like, one thing I'd say with the topic was supposed to be like, this was supposed to be so that like people, French refugees, could like learn about coming to our country and stuff, and I don't know.
It's a French
I'm just saying, if all our other topics are going to be about movies and going to the zoo, we're not going to get that.
Okay, but they're not. But the thing is, if we're gonna have Anglophones and Francophones talking together, we can't talk about political issues.
Well, what are we going to talk about?
Well,
Talking about the movie was hard
can you really
already.
talk for an hour and a half about political issues
I
in
didn't see
French?
political
French.
issues. But
That's the thing. Like we have, okay, obviously maybe movies was a terrible idea. I don't know. Okay, fine, but we didn't know what to come up with.
I know.
We didn't know how to come up with something still interesting, still so that people would want to talk about it, but still basic enough so that everybody can relate to it, and it doesn't matter
And-
what language you speak. So
Something to break the ice too. Like how many times do you talk for an hour about movies.
Never.
Like
A lot.
a lot. We're talking so much about movies in the house, so we were like, if we are already good to talk about movies together, maybe we can come out with the group, and then people will open up and add to our conversation because we do it already. So for us, it was just like kind of trying to have a conversation, and that's why we started in English, to break the ice and talk and learn to know each other, because so much people feel stupid when they speak another language. So speaking your own first, and then you know people after, it's just easier to like talk with another language, because you know that person, you know that, you know them, and you know that they feel the same as you.
But at the same time, they're at French class. You don't come to
not
French
It's
class.
not a
class.
French class.
Okay,
it's
but
a
still, that's what they're
circle.
thinking. Will you chill?
French
It's the same
English.
things what they're coming for, though. Like, you don't
No.
come to a French circle to feel stupid. You know that I'm here to learn. It's here to learn. It's not.
We
you don't
tried.
feel
We tried to
criticized.
find a way to break the ice and to make people feel comfortable. Maybe it didn't work. Okay, we'll come up with something else next week.
I feel like we can't really get into too much difficult stuff either, though. Like, the movies is a really general topic and something that most people talk about, obviously. But I don't know. That's just what I think. Just turning the conversation into something more difficult that we're not going to get anything from is almost meaningless. Exactly. So.
I agree. Maybe it'd be too hard, but that is what we had our sights set on.
But we started, it was the first one. The second
know,
one would be more complicated, and the last one might be really complicated.
And this is why we're doing the reflection now on this too, so that we can get a better idea of what we're gonna do next week.
You could so be a news anchor.
Brent, what would you like to say?
Je voulais dire en français parce que je l'ai pratiqué. Je veux dire que je trouve que c'était bien été. Je comprends que c'était juste le deuxième cercle de conversation qu'on a fait. Je trouve que vous voyez des choses qu'on peut améliorer, mais en gros, je peux dire que c'était bien été. Et je trouve ça tellement bon quand on fait ce qu'on fait maintenant, comme on a cette conversation maintenant, parce que c'est exactement ce que Teamwork veut dans un projet communautaire. Alors, je pense que si on continue à travailler comme ça, on va avoir une bonne projet communautaire.
Wait, that's it for the French Conversation Circle.